Hello, hello, hello. Good constant noon after bull. I'm not as think as you drunk I am, oi. Would you like to play with my mushrooms? Anyway, so, I know it's been a long time since my previous video, and if it hasn't, that's a very clever joke, but here's a recap. Burnout. Boo-hoo, woe is me, burnout. I got over this by making Doom maps for a bit, and now I'm not burned out, I guess. Hi, I'm Jay, and I make games with my pens and pixels. So, short story. The video game Doom, one of the most important in the entire games industry, turns 30 this year. And for the occasion, I decided I would make 27 new maps for the game. And I really got into the level design aspect of all that. In fact, it was just level design. There was something incredibly freeing about making maps for a game that already exists. You know, levels for a game that already exists. And I think this is because I don't have to worry about mechanics. I don't have to worry about the movement or the assets or the sound or anything like that. All of that's already done. I can just make levels. And I know I'm going to be contrary to most game developers on this platform, but I love level design. I really do. There's something magical about making a playground for, the player to play around in. That's the word play a lot. And then it hit me. I wasn't feeling burned out anymore because I was having fun. Now, how could I have this kind of fun with my game, MycoBOOM? So I decided,
it's list time.
Now, my approach to lists and game development is usually not a positive one. I do not like the idea of making a list of everything in the game because it's overwhelming. I just kind of play it by ear, find the fun, just improvise, freestyle it until it starts to look like a thing, and make a list at the end of all the things, all the catching up, all the polished things I need to do. But I thought for this one occasion, what I'm gonna do is think, how can I get this game? What things do I need to do to make it so that I can just churn out levels, so I can just do the fun bit for a bit? And that's what I did. I'll probably flash up on screen a scan of my really unprofessional list thing that I made to plan. But the thing about that is, it's actually kind of rewarding to check off, I strike through it with a blue marker, everything that I've done in a given day. Even if it's just a small thing. I made a pause menu and that was my thing for the day. It's like, check the thing off, okay, yeah, little dopamine hit, I feel accomplished, this is a thing. And it's kind of working. I'm not quite at the point where I can churn out levels yet, but I've got 3 out of a planned 10 worlds, that's okay. And I'm just making this, for lack of a better term, framework for MycoBOOM, so that I can just churn out levels. The progress I've made lately is I put in a game over screen and a continue screen, so now it feels like an actual arcade game, which is what I'm aiming for. I even have a high score table and name entry and that kind of thing. It feels really authentic. I wanted a mechanic where you can get the letters to form the word extra and get an extra life, which I've also done from the scoring. And as I mentioned, pause menus, yes, so those are in. Next on the list, I want to do some bosses for the existing worlds. At the moment, when you finish a world, the game just kind of, sort of ends and doesn't really go anywhere. I want it so that you can play the 3 worlds continuous instead of having to select them from a menu. And I would like something of a timekeeper mechanic, which I feel like I'm going to describe in another video. And that's it. I feel like this has been an incredibly short update, but I'm on track. I'm making the game, and I just wanted to make this devlog so I could catch up with that, and the next one won't be a boohoo, burnout, whatever thing. It will be, hey, look at this neat thing I've done, here's why. I think the moral of the story is that dopamine. I made a list so I can chase the dopamine of checking things off, and, it's working for me. It might not work for everybody, but I'm just, my reward for doing so is that I get to churn out levels, which is every time I finish a world and I can play it and there's a new thing to play in my game, that's more dopamine. I got that hit of the pleasure chemical the brain makes when you've done a thing, and that's keeping me going. That's been my cure for the burnout, that plus Doom. I have absolutely no idea how to end this video, so I'm going to ask you all a question. Do you like arcade games? And if so, what's your favourite? And why is it Bobble? No, what's your favourite? What's your favourite arcade game? I want to know. It's research for my game, MycoBOOM. Don't know whether you've heard of it. So, whilst you're in the comments listing your favourite arcade games and driving engagement for the algorithm, thanks by the way, I'm gonna bid you adieu. To further drive the algorithm engagement, doohickey, look, I don't care, I just want this video to do well. Please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, you know the drill. Keep being beautiful, you amazing people. Peace out.